She's better looking than Atlas, but it's quite. This is that same company that made the dogs.
Oh, okay. So pretty soon anchors will be coming out.
Absolutely.
We'll throw that idea out there.
Yeah.
All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.
Right now at 5, a Sun Prairie student is charged with 2 felonies after being accused of sexually assaulting a football teammate. We will have the latest from the Dane County Courthouse.
Plus, after years of construction in the Verona Road area, some relief.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 5.
And thanks for staying with News 3 Now. A Sun Prairie High School student is being charged with sexually assaulting a football teammate.
17-year-old Ryan Fulton appeared in Dane County Court today. Rose Schmidt is here with the details, and we want to warn you that details of this case are graphic and some may find it disturbing. Rose?
The charges stem from an alleged incident that happened last month at a sleepover between Fulton and his teenage high school football teammates. Fulton is still enrolled in school, but he is no longer on the football team. 17-year-old Ryan Fulton appeared in Dane County Court today, where he was charged with second-degree sexual assault, sexual exploitation of a child, and misdemeanor battery. Court documents show the teammates held down an underage victim while Fulton put him in a chokehold and sexually assaulted him with his hand. Documents show another team recorded it and posted it on Snapchat. The alleged victim told deputies the maneuver Fulton performed on him was one that students had been doing to each other last school year until the football coach told them to stop. We asked the district attorney if he believes this incident was a form of hazing.
Do you call it harassment? Do you call it victimization? Do you call it hazing? Either way, we have charged what we've charged, and we're moving forward with the case at this point.
The client has no idea what's going on. He's a kid. He has no understanding of what impact this could have on his life because of his age. He's not a criminal. He's a kid. He's a high school junior who was goofing off with friends.
Fulton's attorney called the incident boyish behavior and says he believes this matter is one that should have been decided outside of the court system, with conversations between the teens and their parents or deferred prosecution. Court documents show the alleged victim did not give Fulton his consent, tried to kick him to get away, and says the incident caused him pain for several days. A judge ordered Fulton not to have contact with the other teens present at the time, not to participate in extracurriculars like the football team, and not to post videos of the alleged victim on social media. And calls to the Sun Prairie Area School District today were not returned on this matter.
All right, Rose Schmidt, thank you.
A criminal complaint outlines some disturbing allegations against the McFarland teacher who is now facing a first-degree sexual assault of a child charge. Andrew Meeks faces 4 counts in all felonies for allegedly touching a 12-year-old boy inappropriately, texting and talking to him in graphic detail about sex, even teaching the student how to find pornography on his phone. A signature bond was set at $500 per count. His passport was taken away to ensure a return to court. He faces more than 100 years at sentencing if convicted on all 4 counts.
Madison police are looking for information that will lead them to an arrest after a burglary at an East Side CD and DVD manufacturing facility. The Madison Police Department released video today of a burglary at Super Duper in the 3200 block of Commercial Avenue. Officers said the burglary happened Sunday morning. The burglar used a rock to shatter glass door and then gain entry into the building. Several items were stolen, including a laptop computer, a drill, and walkie-talkies. Anyone with information related to the crime asked to call the Madison Area Crime Stoppers.
All right, let's get a look at your first alert weather now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti joining us. He's out on the weather patio on a pretty nice Thursday, Gary.
Certainly is. Temperature is a little cooler than yesterday, but upper 60s and plenty of sunshine makes for a great fall day. However, things will change. While it's sunny right now, according to Visible Cloud Track, there are some showers and thunderstorms over parts of the Dakotas, just starting to move into western Minnesota and much of North Dakota. Those will reach us actually late tonight, and we'll see showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. We do have an alert day in the forecast for the potential for some heavy rain. Right now, though, temperatures are in the upper 60s to around 70. Dew point temperatures are very low, lower 40s, so the air is pretty dry, but it does start to moisten up not far to our south and west. By tomorrow morning, we'll see skies turn cloudy, showers and a few thunderstorms developing late tonight, then showers and thunderstorms during the day tomorrow with a high of 67. That's your News 3 Now First Alert forecast.
All right, Gary, thank you.
People in western Wisconsin are cleaning up following the EF3 tornado that went through the town of Wheaton Tuesday night. Governor Evers signed an executive order declaring a state of emergency for Chippewa, Clark, and Dunn counties. 2 people were injured in the storms. Dozens of homes and other structures were also damaged. County officials are currently completing damage assessments to the areas affected by the tornado.
Kaukauna police officers were called to Canal Place. That's a senior apartment facility for a car that had crashed into the building. Police say a 48-year-old Kaukauna man drove into that complex about 6 this morning. They say the driver was trapped inside his vehicle. Fire crews helped get him out. 2 residents were in the affected apartment at the time of the accident, but were not hurt. Officers say the driver was treated for minor injuries. Deputies say alcohol was not a factor, but speed was. Residents were able to return to their apartments soon after. Green Bay Packers looking to start the season 4-0. Now, the last time that happened back in 2015.
And much of their success is due to their defense that's giving up just under 12 points per game. Our Jay Wilson is live from Lambeau Field ahead of the matchup between the Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jay?
Play the Philadelphia Eagles. They'll kick off just after 7:20 on Fox and NFL Network. The Packers are off to a 3-0 start, and you can certainly give most of the credit to the much improved defense. After the first 3 games of the season, the Packers defense has given up the second fewest points of the 32 teams in the NFL. Only 35 points in wins over the Bears, Vikings, and Broncos. Those big money free agent additions have really helped, and this is the Packers defense. It's brimming with confidence.
I think we talk about being extremely special as the year goes on, and I think we're just going to keep getting better and better. And just the culture that's kind of changing around here. Everybody wants to be the best. Everyone wants to compete. They don't want to let each other down and those types of things. And it's super special. Every single time we go out there, we have a D-Train chant that we always do. We're sliding out of the huddle, messing with each other, talking on the sideline, and it's just a great atmosphere.
It's a good thing the defense has been so good because Aaron Rodgers hasn't really been Aaron Rodgers so far. His 647 yards passing is the second lowest total of his career through 3 games. But I know it's early, but you know what they say, offense wins games and defense wins championships. Again, Packers and Eagles kick off 7:20 tonight at Lambeau Field. Now let's go back to the studio. Mark and Eric.
All right, Jay Wilson live in Green Bay. Thank you, Jay.
Well, the Brewers are closing the gap in the race for the NL Central Division title. The Brewers had a 4-run 4th inning that helped them defeat the Reds today 5-3 and complete the sweep in Cincinnati. That now puts them just 1 game behind the Cardinals in the NL Central. The Cardinals off today. 3 games left in the season for both. Here's a list of the possible scenarios. The Brewers will take on the Rockies. They're heading out to Denver for their final 3 games. The Cardinals are staying home to face the Cubs. The Cubs can be a little bit of spoilers and maybe help the Brewers out here. There is the possibility, of course, the Brewers and Cardinals could have a game 163 like last year with the Cubs and Brewers. That's if they have the same record after 162. That game would be played in St. Louis if it happens. The Cardinals had more head-to-head wins against the Brewers this year.
Quite a turnaround.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Unbelievable indeed. Well, the new Verona Road is nearing completion with work slated to be completed in November.
But before that, nearby businesses will have a reason to celebrate. Maddie O'Neill live on Nesbitt Road near Fitch-Rona Road with a sign of the progress to expect next week. Maddie?
Hi there. It's actually looking pretty good out here, but Nesbitt Road at this intersection has been torn up since about July, with construction making it pretty difficult to get to nearby businesses. The construction goes right up to Bavaria Sausages parking lot, but this single lane roundabout is expected to open up next week with more welcome changes ahead.
The construction has been horrible.
It's safe to call Christy Cottrell a longtime employee at the family business Bavaria Sausage.
My entire life since I was able to walk.
She and other workers are getting sick of the long-time construction.
It just seems like a bomb dropped.
With the road closed right outside the store, there's only one way to get there.
But we do have a lot of customers, a lot of regulars that we're just not seeing because they don't want to take that extra time to go around because everybody's lives are busy. And
just down Nesbitt Road, Monkey Shines is taking a hit too.
We're right in there.
Yeah, we're in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Corey McMahon's restaurant is sandwiched between the city of Fitchburg's roundabout construction and the larger Wisconsin Department of Transportation's Verona Road project.
It's affecting us. There's no doubt. I've talked to some other business owners in the area. They're saying the same thing, maybe down somewhere between 25 to 40%.
And so certainly a lot of patience and perseverance, not only by the business owners.
Steve Tyson of the DOT says come November, that patience and perseverance will pay off with the completed Verona Road, with 3 lanes going each way from Raymond Road to Highway PD.
It's certainly a big project, and there can be some headaches and frustrations with construction, but to know that the end is in sight, the light is at the end of the tunnel here, we're getting to November and having that completion.
But ahead of that, Fitchburg's roundabout at Nesbitt and Fitch-Rona Roads is slated to open Wednesday.
That'll be a great connection, certainly with the residents that live in the city of Verona, connecting up to Fitchburg or vice versa, whether you have work or pleasure in either of those cities.
These business owners hope that will turn things around. At very least, it's a sign of progress.
It's going to be nice when it's all over.
This roundabout is actually being paved here today. It looks a lot more finished than we were even here a few hours ago. And again, it is expected to open up on Wednesday, weather permitting. Businesses in the area are having a celebration that day as well to celebrate not only this roundabout, but the upcoming completion of Verona Road construction. Now, even after this roundabout is open, they will be doing some landscaping work. So city officials want you to keep an eye on that as well.
Yeah, the final portion of Verona Road, that whole corridor, that'll start next year at Highway PD, and then it should completely be finished up in the fall of 2020. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
We're starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel. Maddie, thank you.
Madison Alder is stepping away from the position after just 5 months on the job. Alder Avra-Reddy from District 8 announced she is resigning from the Madison Common Council on September 30th. District 8 covers much of the UW-Madison campus. Reddy was still attending college when she won the position this spring. The city is now taking applications to fill the vacancy until the next scheduled election in April. If you're interested, you can find that information on our website, channel3000.com.
More local news. Hundreds of shoes left outside the state capitol today. This is because the Center for Suicide Awareness is raising awareness through its Empty Shoes Memorial. Now, this memorial visualizes the impact of suicide across the state by presenting hundreds of shoes and military combat boots on the Capitol lawn, reflecting the number of people who died by suicide in just 1 year in Wisconsin. This is the 3rd year the memorial has been assembled on the Capitol lawn.
Well, if your dream job is to travel to different restaurants and taverns in Wisconsin and eat cheese curds, well, we got the job for you. Eat Street, a Madison-based company, is looking for one person to become the curd nerd, a new position devoted to eating cheese curds. The person who is hired will tour Wisconsin from October 15th through the 29th and would be paid up to $12.50 per hour, up to $1,000 for the 2 weeks. They're looking for someone with a big personality, passion for storytelling, and a Wisconsin resident. The application closes on Wednesday. The company will announce its new hire at the Great Dane on October 15th. To apply, head to our website, channel3000.com.
Luke Bryan's farm tour is kicking off in Marshall tonight. Thousands of people are making their way to the Stats Farm to check out this sold-out concert.
Gabrielle Becerra is live off Highway 19, where cars have been backed up all afternoon. Gabby?
The event staff actually let cars in early just after 1 o'clock today because Highway 19 was backed up with cars, kind of just like it is now, except the Sheriff's Department has the line moving pretty well. Farm owner Joe Stotts says there were some requirements to host the concert at his farm, like proximity to Madison and close access to highways. He said they had to get the land ready for 20,000 guests, the stage, and parking.
It's good for the agriculture community. Bring the people in. It's good for the city of Sub Prairie and Madison. All the people here in the hotels, eating in the restaurants tomorrow and today. And so it'll be good for the community, bring in business, and whatever we can do to help that'll be a good thing.
Business owners in downtown Sun Prairie say they've seen an increase in customers and foot traffic from the concert today, and they expect to see that again tomorrow.
All right, avoid that area if you're not going to the concert, that's for sure. Gabby, thank you.
More to come on News 3 Now at 5. Lawmakers grill the acting director of national intelligence over the whistleblower complaint about the president. We'll have more on those allegations.
And then coming up tonight at 6, an Illinois man is arrested following a fatal hit and run in Janesville. The message police want to send to drivers. That's coming up at 6.
On Thursday, trading on Wall Street, the Dow falls almost 80 points. The NASDAQ loses 47. S&P off 7. And we'll be right back. A whistleblower's complaint, which triggered an impeachment inquiry into the president, was made public this morning, right before the acting director of national intelligence testified about the report to Congress.
The complaint accuses the president of, quote, among other things, pressuring a foreign country to investigate one of the president's main domestic political rivals. President Trump repeatedly urged Ukraine's president to investigate Joe Biden and his son Hunter during a July 25th phone call. According to the White House notes of the call, President Trump's acting director of national intelligence spent the day on Capitol Hill defending his reasoning for not turning over the whistleblower's complaint to Congress before last night.
I believe that this matter is unprecedented. I also believe that I handled this matter in full compliance with the law at all times.
Whatever other explanation there might be, an explanation is also that it is a cover-up. And the president has been engaged in a cover-up all along.
President Trump tweeted, a whistleblower with secondhand information, another fake news story. The whistleblower's complaint also alleges the White House sought to move the electronic transcripts of the call to a different system used for classified material.
School safety advocates told a House panel that reactive measures are not enough to stop school shootings. They're calling on Congress to act to prevent the next school massacre. Lawmakers heard from 16-year-old Lauren Hogg, who survived the 2018 Parkland shooting.
Do you think we would act?
I hope one day you will. Unfortunately, if that takes until people my age are in your positions, we're going to be the legislators sitting in your seats. We're going to be the ones who have lived through this, who will have to make these changes.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said President Trump called earlier this week to say he and lawmakers have been making progress on gun safety and that pretty soon she'd hear what he's decided. Recently, the president said Democrats don't have time to work on gun safety because of the House impeachment inquiry.
Let's get a look now at your first alert weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti has your forecast. Gary?
Well, pretty quiet out there today, Mark. Lots of sunshine, temperatures a little cooler than yesterday, but about average for the middle to latter part of September. You can see that right now some rain showers moving to northwestern Minnesota and much of North Dakota. That's the leading edge of some precipitation. We'll be moving in here late tonight into the day tomorrow. Latest computer model forecast shows about 3/4 of an inch of rain in Madison. Locally, from that to maybe 1.5 inches down toward the Illinois state line, with higher amounts of 2 to 3 inches over parts of northern Illinois, but a sharp cutoff to the rain up to the north into central Wisconsin areas north of Madison may see much less in the form of rain. Unfortunately, this area here has just seen too much rain with over 5 to 10 inches since the beginning part of the month. So that's the possibility that we could see some flooding. And also the outside threat of a severe thunderstorm for tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, a marginal risk according to the Storm Prediction Center. Slight risk farther to the south across eastern Iowa and northern Illinois, where there could even be a couple of isolated tornadoes. So we do have an alert day in the forecast for tomorrow for showers and thunderstorms. Rainfall amounts of 1 inch to 1.5 inches south of Madison will lead to some localized flooding. Then we turn our attention to next week, and we've been showing these maps just about every day because the potential is there, at least according to the GFS computer model, including the rain that falls tomorrow and then adding it to the rain that falls Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday into early Thursday of next week. You could see anywhere from 2 to perhaps as much as 4 inches of rain according to the U.S. computer model, and the European computer model has even slightly higher totals with the possibility for 3 to 5 inch rains locally. That's just way too much rain. So again, we have alert days in the forecast for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Those are the days that have the highest threat of thunderstorms that will produce 1 inch to 2 inches or more of rain in a short period of time. And there's even the possibility for some severe weather on Monday, depending on how much sunshine we get and how warm we get, because temperatures could be close to 80. The WISC Skycam right now showing mainly clear skies. The Edgewater Skycam in downtown Madison showing the Capitol in the background and just some high cirrus clouds off to the east. High temperature today, 69 degrees, the low 52, getting closer to the averages of 68 and 46, but still above normal. And right now we're at 68 degrees with partly sunny skies, the air calm, and the dew point temperature very low at 42. The air is very dry out there. Temperatures are in the 60s for most of the state. La Crosse and Milwaukee in the low 70s, but those dew point temperatures in the upper 30s to the lower 40s means the air is very dry, but the moisture is not too far away. And notice to our west, those winds become southerly, so that will start pulling up moisture from Kansas and Missouri, where dew point temperatures are back in the 50s and 60s. It'll pull up northward pretty fast, so that's what will fuel the showers and thunderstorms later on tonight. Well, the jet stream is west to east here. Notice it's from the southwest, not too far to the south, and that's what will start pulling that moisture northward. There's also a warm front across Oklahoma. That won't get here to get us much warmer. Temperatures will stay in the 60s, but as this high moves off to the east, the winds become southerly. That rain to the north starts moving in, and temperatures that are in the 70s will hold a little bit more moisture. Notice the dew point temperatures in the 60s just south of Kansas City. That will be pulled northward as we head into the day tomorrow and lead to the chances for showers and thunderstorms from late tonight through the day tomorrow. Forecast overnight calls for skies to become mostly cloudy. Showers and thunderstorms developing by morning with a low of 54. Tomorrow, look for a high of 67 degrees. Showers and thunderstorms are likely through the day, and it will be a little breezy. Future track shows the clouds moving in quickly tonight, and then showers and thunderstorms by morning, off and on through the day tomorrow, and then ending tomorrow evening. A little bit of clearing by early Saturday morning allows temperatures to drop into the upper 40s and low 50s. Saturday, high temperatures, low 60s. Rainfall amounts heaviest to the south of Madison, anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches in the heavier thunderstorms. 7 to 10 day forecast. Break in the rain Saturday, but the rain comes back Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week before ending on Thursday morning. Then some fall-like weather, another chance of thunderstorms Saturday of next weekend. As we take a look at first alert traffic right now, still seeing delays on the eastbound Beltline. Traffic moving pretty slowly from the Park Street camera at the Beltline. We're seeing delays right now because of an accident near, actually looks like right around John Nolan Drive. So delays extend back to west of Verona Road. Also starting to see delays in the vicinity of the Luke Bryan concert. Right now, some delays on Highway T and also on Highway 19. Right now, almost a half hour on the Beltline from University Avenue to the interstate, 19 minutes going back westbound. Heading down to Janesville from Madison, 27 minutes, but out to Sauk City, 25 minutes on US 12, and it's 18 minutes to Sun Prairie on US 151. That's your News 3 Now for alert traffic.
All right, Gary, thank you.
Still ahead on News 3 Now at 5. Flu season about to get underway. What the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention are saying about the upcoming flu season. Stay with us. The CDC is urging everyone 6 months and older to get vaccinated as the new flu season gets underway.
The CDC estimates only 45% of U.S. adults and 63% of children get vaccinated. Last year's flu season was one of the longest on record after a new strain emerged in April. The year before was the deadliest in decades. The CDC says it's too early to know what this flu season will hold, but so far it doesn't look like it's getting off to an early start. Officials recommend getting vaccinated by the end of October. The flu typically starts circulating widely in November or December and peaks by February.
I analogize to getting vaccinated to wearing your seatbelt. It doesn't mean you're invincible, but it offers very substantial protection for very little effort.
In Australia, where the flu season is winding down, the number of flu cases is the highest in history, more than 4 times than the year before, and that may not bode well for the United States.
The CDC also now reporting more than 800 confirmed and probable cases of lung injury associated with using e-cigarettes. At least 12 people have now died. Nearly 3/4 of the cases are men, most patients 18 to 34 years old. Federal health officials still don't know the cause and haven't found a product or substance linked to all cases, but most patients had a history of using vaping products containing THC. The CDC recommends people consider not vaping if they have any concerns about these health risks. The Trump administration pursuing now a national ban on flavored e-cigarettes. Stay with us. We'll have another check of your forecast in just a moment.
Gary's back. Keep the umbrella handy.
Yeah, you won't need it tonight. The rain probably won't reach us until very late tonight or early tomorrow morning. Still quite a distance off to the west, but starting to break up pretty rapidly. Now, tomorrow there could even be the risk for a strong to severe thunderstorm with hail and gusty winds being the main threat, mainly south of Madison. But but it's the heavy rain potential, perhaps an inch to an inch and a half south of Madison late tonight through tomorrow, and then additional rainfall. This is the 7-day total through about noon of next Thursday, showing one of the computer models with about 2 to 5 inches of rain and the other with about pretty much the same, about 2 to 5 inches of rain. Temperatures right now, though, very comfortable, upper 60s with dry air, so it feels nice.
It does.
More updates in 30 minutes on News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now with the CBS Evening News.